Everyone, we're talking about Yangyang today. She's one of the first characters that we get in the game, and she is very good. She's an arrow sword user, and her roles are as a main DPS, or you could use her as a sub DPS. Let's talk about main weapons first. The first one I would pick would definitely be the Emerald of Genesis. It increases energy regen by 12.8%, and her skill after use increases her attack by 6%, stacking twice. Second best would be Commando of Conviction. Using the intro increases attack. After that, Lunar Cutter. Here's the next best. And then lastly, I would go with Lumen Gloss. But really, Emerald of Genesis and Commando of Conviction would be her best for a main DPS role. Now, if you are running a main DPS, her best Echo set would be the Sierra Gale set here. It just increases arrow damage by a ton. 2 set increases it by 10%. Her 5 set increases it by 30% for 15 seconds for the 5 set. You could additionally use the Lingering Tunes set instead, which basically just increases attack and increases outro skill damage. Now, if you're using her as a sub DPS, I would recommend Skill Slasher. Main reason being, once you use your skill with this weapon, it restores Concerto energy by 8. Our main goal for using her as a sub DPS is to get her in, get her to gather enemies, and then get her out. Hopefully with Concerto energy so she can use her outro skill. Second best, Emerald of Genesis, but I would really focus more on Skill Slasher if you have it. This would be her best one for being a sub DPS role. The best Echo set for her as a sub DPS, I would either go with Moonlit Clouds or Lingering Tunes. Moonlit Clouds just to get more energy regen, buffing the next Resonator if you're going straight into the main DPS, and Lingering Tunes just for extra bit of damage. So Yangyang's basic rotation has to do with collecting melodies and blowing up the enemy with them, basically. To collect them, there are about 4 different ways. One of them is the intro skill, which I can't really show here, but another way is to getting the 4th hit of the basic off. Go ahead and watch the bar as I do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you can see, a bar filled up. Another way is Zephyr's Song, which is done by using your heavy attack and then pressing basic right after. What it looks like: heavy, basic. And you notice another bar fills up. And the third way is using the skill. Simply so. So how do you use the melodies? The first way is to use your heavy and then press basic right after. For example, heavy, basic. As you see, when you use the heavy, it automatically knocks the enemy into the air, and when you press basic again, you'll do this crazy big slashing attack and land back on the ground and slash again. Now, another way to use melodies is to use it in the air. So your mid-air attack changes as well. So jump, basic. And you use it all. So a basic rotation with Yangyang is, as the main DPS, pop skill, heavy basic, ult, and heavy basic. And then you do that again. That's her rotation is very simple, very easy. When you have your echo ability, you could pop that in there as well. So I would do E, that, the Fear Song. Okay. And then if you have your ult up, you would use that. Otherwise, heavy basic. And that's it. You would just keep doing that. Now, how would you use her in a team? So, as a sub DPS, we want to, again, focus on just collecting the enemy and getting our main DPS set up. Okay, switch over. And the enemy is nice and gathered. And we can just do damage. Right? that's pretty much the simple thing of it with Yangyang. Gather and deal big damage. Using her and switching over to a buffer is a little tougher because the enemy tends to move around. So I'll have to make another video talking about that. But yeah, that's Yangyang. It's a very simple character, but very effective. She's very good at a main DPS role, and she'll be really good as a sub DPS role just to crowd control enemies. Tell me, are you using her actually? Did this guide help you at all? If not, let me know if I'm missing anything. Otherwise, check out my other videos, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye. Bye-bye. Bye.